Hi, everyone. I'm your host, owner, and creator of The Mix. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you can see, what this video is going to be about, yes, traditional or non-traditional, and I'm talking in terms of marriage. Yes, yes, marriage. But before I continue with my discussion and commentary and opinion about this matter, I need for you all to like, share, subscribe to The Mix. Like, share, subscribe. I'm going to also be sharing my screen just to catch you up on where this topic was driven from. But how are you guys doing this evening? Hope you guys had a good day. I'm over here just relaxing and going through some things in terms of content wise and just wrapping up my evening. Wrapping up my evening has I have a glass of Merlot. Yes, I'm a wine drinker, huge wine drinker. I prefer Merlot and Pinot Grigio. Those are pretty much my go-to wine. Also, um, the Blanc, I think that's what it's called, and Cabernet. Yes, I love Cabernet as well. So, but yeah, I have my strawberries, my wine, and I'm about to record some content. Those who are new to my channel, yes, I pre-record most of my videos. Like I stated before, I think I've gone live probably about maybe 4 times. You can go over to my live section of my channel, The Mix, and you'll see how many times I actually went live. I probably went live more than that, but I deleted some stuff. I just wasn't feeling it. So for right now, this is my go-to pre-recorded videos, and hopefully I can edit this tonight and get this out to you guys tonight, or maybe in the morning or the following day. But yeah, evening as well is going good thus far. Okay, topic of discussion. Let's get to it. Again, drop a comment, drop a comment. Those who are new to my channel, go ahead and smash that subscription button. Also, click the notification bell for everyone who's tuning in to The Mix and drop a comment. Let's engage in the comment section. Okay, everyone. This topic is actually coming from Tiger Woods. Yeah, the Tiger Woods situation. And not only that, I was having a conversation with my adult son, yes. And for my longtime subscribers, you probably heard me mention my adult son, but yes, I have an adult son. I have two adult sons, but one is an adult. So but yeah, I kind of had him young, right after high school. So nevertheless, but yeah, he and I, we also had a conversation. It's good that you can have these conversations with your kids when they reach a certain age, but he doesn't have any biological kids. His girlfriend does have kids. And yeah, no, I'm not a grandmother yet, so I'm not an official biological grandmother yet, but yeah, the kids, his girlfriend kids, they're really good kids, love them, love them, love them, love them. Mom is good as well. But again, back to my son. So he and I, we had this conversation about marriage, and he basically stated that he'll take the non-traditional routes, meaning, you know, you can have a ceremony or some type of spiritual ceremony, whatever you so deem it, or the traditional marriage route is more of the non-modern route. That's what I call it. That's what I'm calling it. Without with the courts involved. So the traditional marriage is the non-modern route with the courts involved, and the non-traditional marriage, the one my adult son favors, he is takes it as a modern, spiritual, or whatever one may so deem it as, or you that fits you that route. For me, I used to be married. If you all new to my channel, I used to be married. I was married for almost 15 years. But if I can do it all over again, knowing what I know now, I would definitely take the non-traditional route, the non-traditional route. So let me share my screen because I want to jump into the Tiger Woods, how this ties into what the topic of discussion is about. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, going to share my screen. And here we go, just to catch you up on where all of this is sort of deriving from. Here we go. Okay. Okay, you guys. As you can see, and I published a video on this. Tiger Woods, his ex Emma, he's calling her jilted. I don't know if you all are aware, but go over to my video section, and this was all in the news. But I'm just gonna try to catch you all up for those who don't remember or are new to my channel. Tiger Woods, to my understanding, was with his ex-girlfriend for probably about 7 years. I want to say 7 years, give or take. And she's younger than he is. I think Tiger Woods is probably like 47. I think his girlfriend is his ex-girlfriend, now ex-girlfriend is probably like maybe 34 or 35. But nevertheless, she's suing Tiger Woods basically because the way he booted her out the home. And mind you, she signed an NDA. She signed an NDA, right? The NDA was actually for Tiger Woods, basically to say that she wasn't going to discuss anything, et cetera, et cetera. Well, unbeknownst to Tiger Woods, I'm not going to even say unbeknownst to him, but I just don't understand what celebrities think that people are not right, are not smart, are not intelligent. Because Erica, she actually has a legal degree, so she found some type of workaround, and she's suing Tiger Woods. So basically, for illegally evicting her, and then when you go back to the NDA, so it's two civil suits she's filed against him. She's trying to get around the NDA because the NDA was specifically to Tiger Woods. So she went through the courts through his, I think, estate or trust. And they are like, his attorneys or his estate and trust, they are livid because she went through that route legally. But the NDA was not for the estate or not for the trust. It was specifically for Tiger. So she's a smart cookie. And now he's calling her jilted ex. The plan was, if they had ever had any issues or something like that, that she was supposed to be able to remain in his estate, his home, for I think about 10 years. She was on year 5. So basically, she's stating that he booted her out unlawfully and contrary to their verbal agreement and all of that, et cetera, et cetera. In my opinion, Tiger Woods is a billionaire, to my understanding. I don't know, you might have to confirm that via Google. But to my understanding, it's alleged that he's a billionaire. So why not just give her 100K and buy her a townhome or something? But it seems like Mr. Tiger Woods' pride won't allow him to do that. And then I think he has a new lady in his life. So he's calling Erica a jilted ex, a jilted ex. So, but that brings me back to my question: traditional marriage or not traditional marriage? And I'm going to go into how all that connects with this. But let me go over some excerpts of this article from USA Today. This is an old article. Attorney for Tiger Woods filed court documents on Monday that said Woods' ex-girlfriend Erica Herman is not a victim of assault or abuse, but is instead a jilted ex-girlfriend who wants to publicly litigate suspicious claims in public court. The attorney, J.B. Murray, filed the document in response to 2 lawsuits Herman has filed against the famed golfer and the trust. Oh, she filed against him and the trust. Okay. He established for his mansion on the Treasure Coast of Florida. Herman sued the trust after her breakup with Woods in October, claiming more than $30 million in damages and stating she had an oral tenancy agreement with Woods to stay at the residence for about 5 more years. So that's pretty much what I kind of like just stated. So just to bring you all up to speed, those who are new to my channel, what this is about, and those who may have forgotten. So this is where we're at with Erica Herman and Tiger Woods. Mind you, she's an ex-girlfriend. Mind you, number 2, he's a billionaire, or I know he's a multi-millionaire for sure. Mind you, he was only married, I believe, once. So I think he gave his ex-wife many, many, many moons ago a huge payout. So he's, just living a rock star bachelor golfer life. He can come and go do what he want to do. Even if you're a girlfriend, he can still do what he want to do, boo-boo. So yeah, let me just stop sharing my screen, but this is basically where it's at. So let me go into my opinion about this, traditional or non-traditional, the question at hand. Stating before I navigated to the Tiger Woods article, um, like I stated, my son and I, we were having a discussion. And now that I look at it, I will say non-traditional marriage. As you can see, Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend is suing him. Tiger's not obviously not trying to pay her anything, citing that she's bitter, calling her a jilted ex. And I'm just paraphrasing, you guys. So you have to do your own research and go to the article. And then, or go to my video section of my channel and look at the videos and the content I did on Tiger Woods and his ex-girlfriend. And I will actually, what I'll do is just add that to the description section of this video. Okay. But that brings me to the question again in the title and description section of my video. Which do you prefer? Which do you prefer nowadays? Knowing what you know, which do you prefer? Again, I spoke for myself, but you speak for you. So drop in the comment section and like, share, subscribe to the mix, like, share, subscribe to my channel. What do you prefer? Traditional or non-traditional marriage? And like I stated, this question still from a conversation I had with my adult son, and he basically is stating that he will never get legally married, meaning that the traditional way is through the courts. You guys, it's through the courts. I recall a time where I was taking legal class many years ago, and I took domestic relations class, and that is really marriage, custody, child support. And my instructor at the time, because all of the legal classes, I graduated from accredited college, so all the legal courses were facilitated by sitting judges or active attorneys. Okay, and so the instructor I had was a divorce attorney, a female. I called her pit bull in a skirt. In my mind, I called her that, but she was really bad. She knew her stuff. I was just incredibly impressed. And she actually did a PowerPoint presentation on how marriage began in America. So keep in mind, everyone, marriage wasn't like a legal thing in terms of court wise, in terms of having a marriage license and a certificate and paying a fee for this. At one point in time in America, there was none of that. You just had a spiritual ceremony or whatever, and that's that. You're married. So now the courts are involved. The courts are involved. I mean, you can go ahead and do your own research, do your Google searches about marriage, and just, I mean, ponder on this. I'm giving you guys something to think about. Ponder on this. I'm not saying that not to get married. I'm not stating that. I'm just saying it's there are different versions of marriage. America is the one that implemented the legal part of marriage, as far as the courts, which what comes with that? Fees, money. You have to pay when you can actually just have a ceremony. And if you want to buy rings, you can, or you don't, or you could just have a ceremony and live together for a substantial amount of years, or whatever the case may be. I don't know, until death do you part. But just think, and this goes back to Tiger Woods. Just think, um, with the Tiger Woods situation, he still may have to pay Erica Herman, and they were not even married. Remember, there are certain laws in different states about Tennessee, when you're living with someone. So you have those type of laws. You also have laws too, like common marriage law, when you don't go through the courts and you've resided with someone for a substantial amount of years. That's considered common law. So you're afforded some type of benefit or reward or for being with that person for a substantial amount of years, both parties, both parties. So just think, although Tiger Woods, I'm sure is grudgingly is not trying to pay Erica Herman. He thought the little stunt he pulled, because that's what it was. Let's just keep it real. He sent Erica on a trip. And when she got to the airport, his people told her, don't come back to the mansion. You've been locked out, basically. So I don't think, to my understanding, she actually went on a trip. She was livid. She was heated and went back to the mansion and couldn't get in. So all hell broke loose. Excuse me. So that's why she's in court. And rightfully so. And rightfully so. But as I was stating, some states, depending on the state you're in, whether you're legally married, going through the court, paying a fee for a marriage certificate or a marriage license or whatever the case may be, some states don't even. I mean, it's when you're living with someone, it trumps that. You don't even have to have done that. So, and then in some instances, with you living with someone, you can put them on a policy, you can put them in a will, and you don't even have to be legally married. You don't legally marry, as far as I stated before, the traditional marriage, meaning non-modern, which involves the courts. It would be mostly the other marriage would be the secondary option would be non-traditional marriage, which is more modernized, because I think a lot of people are getting away from legally being married for a plethora of reasons, and that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day. I don't think marriage is up like that, and I don't have the statistics in front of me, but I do not believe marriage rate is up. Divorce rate is up, but I do not believe marriage rate is up. In terms of when you're speaking of a traditional marriage that involves the courts. But yeah, back to the non-traditional marriage, the more modern, spiritual, or whatever ceremony you deem it as or fits you. Those type of situations are evident nowadays more than the traditional marriage. So again, which do you prefer? Which do you prefer? Just think, with the Tiger Woods situation, he's still, like I stated, they have to pay. Also, and like I stated before, in some states, even if you are not legally married via the courts, just simply, and you're just simply living with someone together, it is recognized as common law marriage. I don't know the states, I don't have the data in front of me, but you can do it yourself, Google it. So also, if anyone decides to have a partner in a non-traditional manner, you can, like I said, allocate funds or assets via an estate, will, or some type of policy, just allocating those funds to your partner to reap the benefits in the event that you transition and hence pass away, or die. So why go the traditional marriage route? Why? Why go the traditional marriage route via the courts? Because a spiritual marriage is just as, I mean, all you're doing is going to get a license. And then you have a certificate or a marriage certificate, then you have a ceremony. That's the same thing. What? It's like, think, people, you can still be that way. I mean, the only thing I would see that's a difference is like social security. You may not be privy to your party's social security. But like I stated before, if you had a will or an estate, a trust, some type of policy, 99.9% of the time, you can add your partner. You can. Give me a second, you guys. So yeah, it makes me think about things differently now. They say knowledge is power, and I believe that. I absolutely believe that knowledge is power. So what do you all think? Drop it in the comment section. Traditional marriage or non-traditional marriage? Like I said, you see what Tiger Woods is going through with his an ex-girl, and this is not a wife, this is an ex-girlfriend. And I'm almost certain she's going to prevail. She has two cases before the court, and his attorneys have responded. She's going to prevail financially. He's going to either be forced, even if it's him being forced to settle. To me, that's still prevailing. That's prevailing. Even if you're forced to settle for some type of amount, even if it's 50,000, that's still prevailing. Probably 50,000 more she doesn't have. Because it seemed like Erica Herman has time today. But yeah, my son, basically, let me get back to him, the story with him. He and I, our conversation. He allowed me to discuss this, but he too basically, if my memory serves me correctly, was just stating, we both agree in terms of the American way of marriage. You can still, as long as you are honest and have some type of understanding with your partner, it can work. It can work, and it can work as long as people who are legally married under the United States of America um, regulations, if you want to call that. So, what do you all think? If I can do it all over again, I would, knowing what I know now, yeah, I would do that. And my son, he basically stated like just having certain conversations. It's just certain conversations that you can have with your partner. When it comes to allocating funds, when it comes to policies, when it comes to, just an understanding. And I was so surprised. My son basically he stated like hiding this and hiding that. Just be honest about things. It's too much to be, I guess, trying to be deceitful, that's too much. And I agree with him. I agree with him. And I'm a woman of a different age, but I agree with him on that. So, but what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? I just thought that I'm like, Tiger Woods is going to pay one way or another. And the way this country is going, a lot of things are changing so much. People are being able to identify with who, or with what they, whatever they want to identify with that. I mean, that's the truth, depending on how they feel mentally and emotionally. They say they identify as this, then they're that. So who's to say that marriages won't, the same laws and leniency or changes to marriage law, American marriage law, may not be impacted eventually, meaning that, hey, we don't have to file a marriage certificate. We could just, every state can be this way, or you can just have a ceremony. Hey, yeah, and you never know, it might start opening up for Social Security. Yeah, I've been living with this person for 30 years. I'm entitled to his or her Social Security if they pass away. That to me, that's the only difference. But otherwise than that, you can actually allocate funds through an estate, through a trust, through a will. Like, why not? Even if you have property, and even if you have kids, you can take that and you can deviate it to whomever. Yeah, there's some legal ramifications in terms of chain of the chain of title of things, and say who's first, who's second. This is the oldest, this is the youngest. Oh, these are biological kids, so they're first, and this was just the girlfriend, it's that. However, the person is alive, they can take care of all of that before they pass away. They can, via a will, via an estate or a trust or something like that. Yeah, they can. I would say via a trust. They can, you know, or have an account together, and both of them have access to it. So I see nothing wrong with that. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Non-traditional marriage, um, the non-modern way, which involves the courts, or excuse me, traditional marriage, the non-modern way that involves the courts, or non-traditional marriage, the modern, spiritual, or whatever you may deem fits for you way. What do you think? What do you think? And I thought that this was an interesting topic, and it just brought me back to Tiger Woods because he's going to pay. I'm trying to follow this as well, follow this case, because it's like a legal thing. And you guys, if you are new to my channel, that's my background, legal. Excuse me. Strawberries. Yeah, so drop a comment, like, share, subscribe to the mix, like, share, subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in donating to the mix, go ahead and you can sell your girl at tplegal30@gmail.com, or you can cash at me at $ capital THEMIXX30. But yeah, let's get the discussion going down in the comment section. Traditional or non-traditional marriage? Remember what I stated, traditional is more of a a non-modern way, more it's a way that you're getting married via the courts. Non-traditional is a more modernized way of marriage that doesn't involve the courts. But again, as I stated, when you're with someone for a substantial amount of years, that person may automatically have rights to certain things still. Look at Tiger Woods. Look at him. And I'm following this situation, and I can't wait to see the outcome. I am 99.9% sure that Erica Herman, will prevail, even if it's with the Tennessee thing, with her living in his home for a certain amount of years. It's like you can't illegally evict someone. So no, she may not be getting 50 million or 60 million. She may not even get that 30 million she filed, but I bet you she might get something. She might get a million. So that's something better than nothing. But let me know your thoughts. Like I stated, I had this conversation with my adult son, and he basically stated he would do a non-traditional marriage. You know, he would have certain conversations with the person that he's with. And hey, I just thought that was really profound for him to be a young adult, although he's an adult in my eyes. But yeah, for him to understand and be aware and know and to be transparent and honest with the person that he's with, that's an upstanding person. Wow, that's refreshing to see and hear. So like, share, subscribe to the mix, like, share, subscribe to my channel. I will talk to you all soon. Bye.